What's up everyone, Anthony D'Elia here, your East Valley specialist. I'm doing an open house today and I am in Queen Creek, Arizona. The home we're showing today is also in Queen Creek, so it's actually right up the road, which is nice. It's 9:30 in the morning here. The open house is at 10 and I'm just about to leave. As you can see, I'm already sweating because it is 101 degrees right now in my garage. So I want to show you kind of what we do as realtors in Arizona. Let's see how this open house goes. Okay guys, so I'm at the first stop where I'm gonna actually put out my open house signs. So we're right now, this is the beginning of Queen Creek Station. This is a Fulton property. This is actually, the house is literally like right behind me here. So it's kind of a great spot. But we're now at the corner of Ellsworth and Fulton Parkway. And so we're in a massive Fulton community. You can see all back there, all over there, all Fulton homes. But I'm gonna put out the first sign, and I just wanna kind of show you how I do that. So one of the things I also do as I'm carrying the open house sign is I always park my car far enough from the corner that I'm not gonna get into an accident or someone's not going to wind up hitting me. So safety first. I always put the hazards on, you gotta leave those on so people know. But as you can see, I'm walking quite a distance from the corner because I don't wanna be that guy that parks, right after. So if someone's turning onto the street, they're like, holy crap, there's a car there on the side of the road, no. I'll park down away, I can walk, it's no big deal. Even though it's now 103 degrees as I'm walking to put out the first sign. So one of the other things I like to do is make sure that the signs are extremely visible from the street. Open house signs aren't always tall. They can come in the PVC variety that are maybe 3 or 4 feet tall, but most of them are signs like this that are on simple A-frames that will swing in the wind. This one's actually quite durable, so when it does get windy here, which is not that often, but I do like to make sure that it's visible from the street. So it's not just a simple matter of putting out the sign for the sake of putting out the sign. You have to make sure that when people are driving, the normal traffic patterns, that they're gonna see the sign. So what I do, and I'll get down low to kind of show you this. So what I will do, let me turn, I'll just turn around here. So I look down, this is behind me, but I see the sign right there. And so I scan the road when I'm driving in, and I'm like, okay, where would I see a sign? And then that way when I put it down, it's usually in that spot, but I can look back and I go, okay, are there shrubs, are there trees? Because sometimes if it's a more developed community, there might be large shrubs and bushes that would prevent the sign from being visible until you get right up on the corner. And that's not what you want. You want it actually on the corner where you see there's nothing really behind me. Everything's kind of low, but this way it's extremely visible to get people on the street. So let's see how it works. Sign I always put right in front of the house because while there is a regular listing sign, I want to make sure that people know that this is where the open house is. So right now, again, we're in Queen Creek Station, which is Queen Creek, Arizona. It's a Fulton development. And this house, beautiful little house, but I made sure that there are 4 signs essentially directing people from anywhere they would want to come to get into this community to know that this house is open today. Okay, so now I'm in the house. This is an occupied house, which is great for open houses because they're furnished, which is really nice. From my standpoint, I have somewhere to put my stuff, but also from a client standpoint, because when people come to an open house for a furnished home, they actually get a real sense for what's actually there. But I just got in, it's dark. Next step is to turn on all the lights. Okay, all the lights are on. I've got my stuff set out. I've got a sign-in sheet. I've got a what's your home value worth. I've got the home book, the book from the title company. We've got some flowers. We've got some water bottles. We've got a candle going. Everything is good for this house to be open today. Now, I get to wait. Just had my first client of the day, potential client. I like to put things out in the universe. First client of the day, actually neighbors. The reason they came in, sometimes people will come in just to kind of what we call looky-loo, you know, they're just like nosy neighbors that kind of want to see what their neighbor's house looked like, especially in an area like this where there are a lot of new construction. This home is only a year and a half or almost 2 years old. So it's essentially new, and they have some relatives that are looking to move in that wanted to move in their community and didn't want to go through the process of actually doing the new construction. They just wanted a home that's ready to go. So they were excited. They took the sheet. I got their contact information. Very exciting things can happen in an open house, but you never know, because someone down the street, they may not know that the house is on the market, but then they see that it's open and they're like, hey, let's go check it out. And then they start thinking of people that they have in mind that would potentially want to live here. Okay, so I've been here for 2 hours now. It's now noon. I'm about to eat my lunch because I bring my lunch with me. I'm like that. You can't leave, you know, when you're doing an open house. But we've had 3 couples come in so far, all actually very interested in the home, but got information. One of them is already working with a realtor, that's fine, but the first one this morning and then the second one are not. So hopefully we'll get some prospects from that. Both were very interested in the house. They didn't have any complaints at all. So I think things might be looking up. So the open house was a success. We had about 12 different people come through, which is really, really good as far as open houses go. I didn't ask anyone if the signs were what made them come out, but you know, people are looking, right? So the signs will help the people who are curious, who are just looking as they're driving around on a Saturday afternoon. Otherwise, we do a lot of social media marketing to get people to come to the open houses, and so I say this one was definitely a success. It's only about 110 right now, which is okay. My signs, they get a little hot, but you know what? I can handle it. Oh my God, it's hot. So all in all, I think the open house was a tremendous success. We have, I don't know if any offers are coming in, but I know there were 2 people that were definitely interested, 2 couples. One had their realtor with them. So that's always good, right? I mean, it's all about making connections with people, but also showcasing the house where someone may go and see an open house today, but may not really want to put in an offer until next week. And that's okay. The point is, open houses are always a good idea if your house is on the market, because it gives your house more exposure, and that ultimately will lead to a faster sale no matter what. So make sure that your agent is willing to do open houses, because some aren't. Some are a little lazy. Sorry, but they are. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Another great day here in Arizona, 110 degrees. No big deal. Middle of July, doing an open house, but having fun doing it. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.